Welcome to part 4 in my series of videos about enrollment management optimization. This is Claude Anderson from marketingtofullpay.com. In my previous videos, we discussed the systems within the mostly controllable category of the EMO model. In this video, we will be talking about the systems within the influenceable and the mostly uncontrollable categories. Let's begin with the influenceable group. The first system in this category is image pool and discipleship. The image pool refers to the collection of information available to individuals or groups shared with other individuals or groups. These perceptions about your school can be from anyone, even people who have not engaged with your school in any manner, and only passing along information that they have heard. All of these feelings about your school goes into an amorphous pool of information that escapes when a person or group decides to do so. You have limited control over this information being disseminated, which can create issues or benefits for your program. A disciple is created when their image of your school is so positive that they are ecstatic about your marketing programs and operations. They share their enthusiasm with others and are willing to overlook small weaknesses that may have existed in their experience with your school. Creating disciples should be a focus of your enrollment management strategy. Here are some examples of information that could be in the amorphous image pool. First are the positive examples. The admissions process is a learning experience even if you don't get accepted. I thought the facilities were unbelievable. I saw a great English class. They have a great arts program, according to my friend. They helped me to find a program when their school wasn't the right fit. I never saw a play date run so smoothly. They know how to work with kids. It was the best run admissions process among all the schools. Negative examples. It's hard to get into the school, so don't apply. Their athletic program is weak. The process is too difficult. The open houses are worthless. You don't get to see the classes in action. They take anyone who can pay. You can influence this category by using your marketing program and operations to change or amplify the image that is in the pool. For example, if there is a perception that your arts programs are weak, and they are not, you need to bring people in to observe and/or engage with the program and teachers, or respond with other strategies. By paying attention through research or observations, you can respond and influence the image pool. Build disciples in the process because they are key to steering the image pool your way. The second system, competition, requires the school to make modifications, additions, or deletions to the marketing program and operations in order to combat the competition in some manner. This involves both reactive and proactive adjustments. Here are some examples. Parents have been raving about the revisit day at your competitor's school. Your response? Create a revisit day program. You've noticed a rise in interest from public school families in the spring. No one offers spring open houses. Your response? Create a dynamic program targeting the needs of your public school families at a spring open house. In your area, only the SSAT is accepted as an admission test. All the public schools are administering the CTBS exam. Your response? You modify your admission standards and start accepting the CTBS exam. Your competitor's head of school called all of the accepted students from your feeder schools to welcome them to the community. Your response? Your head of school now calls the parent, and a teacher of the student's favorite subject now calls the accepted student. In determining the responses, you need to select the ones that will strengthen your enrollment in the areas of most need. Sometimes you don't have enough resources to make the adjustments. Other times, it doesn't have a significant impact on your enrollment. You can let it go. If it would have a significant impact, then you need to get the resources and you need to fix it. If it doesn't get fixed, it moves from not only being a competition system problem, but now it is a leadership system problem. Cost is the next system. One typically thinks about actual dollars in this category, but there are a lot more costs to think about. In addition to actual dollars, time has a cost, change has a cost, image has a cost, just to name a few. Cost refers to all expenses or trade-offs that a family incurs physically or emotionally. Here is a list of examples. Paying the application fee. What will the neighbors think? Reworking your work schedule to visit the campus. Stressing on taking the test. Watching your child being evaluated by the teacher during the play day. Convincing other parents that you aren't trying to get rid of your child by sending them to boarding school. Waiting for schools to send a decision 2 months after your last visit to those schools. You can sometimes overlook this category and just believe that these families can't afford the cost. You want to pay attention to all the cost factors and always look for ways to alleviate or change the magnitude of the costs, or ways to offer value against their objections around a particular cost. The next one, the motivation system, is about why families will give up their free public school option and then choose your school over the others. What is their problem to solve, desire to fulfill, or need to satisfy? Understanding this about your customer will direct how you present and what you do for your marketing program and operations. Here are some examples. Intellectism being challenged, seeking a safe environment. Exposure to a diverse range of activities will better prepare the child for college. Following the family tradition of attending boarding school. I can't find friends like me. If the faculty knows my child will respond better. Desire to enable my child to function in a global world. My first grade child reads at a fourth grade level and needs an appropriate curriculum. I want my child to be able to play a sport in college. My child can thrive in a balanced curriculum, not a pressure cooker environment. Families sometimes need help with understanding their problems to be solved. After all, they have little experience in educating their children. This is where you, as an enrollment manager, can help them to understand their needs and then demonstrate with your marketing program and operations system that you have the solutions to their problems. The next category is the mostly uncontrollable. In the mostly uncontrollable category, there is one very powerful system called environmental. This system is the outside world making rules, taking actions, and manipulating the environment that affects the enrollment process for your school. Some examples may include government laws and policies, state of the economy, neighborhoods surrounding your school, safety in your community, quantity of full-pay families in your catchment area, teacher strikes, decrease in crime. There are very few scenarios in which your school can have an impact on the environmental system. Your primary objective is to be aware of it and to understand how it adversely or positively affects the enrollment management body. In the next video, part 5, we will focus on the question, is the enrollment management process different for newly enrolling students versus re-enrolling students? I am Claude Anderson from marketingtofullpay.com, helping you to advance in the field of enrollment management.